Hey everyone, Dr. Corinne Weaver here. Just want to let you guys know that we have a clear mind focus system, and you may or may not know this, but we do neurofeedback in our office, which is amazing in the fact that it can retrain your brain. Why do we need our brain retrained? Well, sometimes it gets stuck in these habits, and we might be having anxiety, or we might be having depression, or if we can't focus, squirrel, ADHD and ADD, and just issues with our brain that can't get retargeted. So neurofeedback does that, and it helps us retrain, and it stays permanent, which is affecting everyone if you do it yourself. So how can you do it yourself at home? That's why the Clear Mind system has come up with a home unit. Yeah, a home unit. So you don't have to come to my office every day and I can retrain your brain. You can actually do this at home. So if you order one of these, I'm going to walk you through the steps right now so you can start this process at home today. Alrighty, now we are going to open the unit. It's Christmas morning. You got your unit. Are you excited? All right, so we are going to get a Clear Mind Focus unit. You get some glasses that you get to see me put on in just a few minutes, a charger, the cable, a user-friendly manual in case I don't go over everything today. There's still instructions in here. And then headphones and a cool carry bag, which kind of looks like a fanny pack. And we got blue glasses. So let's open the sucker up. Yay! All right, this is the fanny pack I was talking about. So, but this is just a unit that you can travel with, because I actually have patients when they get it and they go out of town and they want to travel with their unit, which is a great idea because it really helps your brain when you're like in San Francisco and back to North Carolina. And so going back and forth, it can help your brain get refocused on what you're speaking about or what you're doing. If you're doing any kind of business training, it's great for that. So you just, again, this is just an empty bag to put your goodies in. You can put goodies in here, and then you got, look at that little compartment. I know that you didn't buy it for the bag, but the bag is nice. So there you go for that. So I'll put that to the side. And then you have, this is the main unit. This is the most expensive thing in the unit. So do not drop this. This is what's going to hold all your protocols. So the first thing you do when you come into the office, you get a brain map, and we can actually see the protocol specifically for you. So here we're going to go over the different protocols, and there's actually, here's the manual, what I was talking about earlier. But what I really love is this little card right here. You definitely want to keep this little card. It's very, very handy. And the card on here has other different protocols. The ones that we tell you to do are designed to put in here. But if you want to do one for sleep, so there's a sleep 1, there's a sleep 2, there's a sleep 3. And basically what these are, they will tell you, one is for if you just want to take a quick nap. The second one is if you're having insomnia. And the third one is if you want a really, really deep sleep. There's also recovery. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of my patients love recovery. Recovery is really good from healing from stress. So people that have had any kind of trauma that has to do with stress, or they're just overloaded with work, recovery is a great session that you can do to help your brain recover. And then we have calm, and then there's some movement protocols that help with, I had a patient just earlier that was having a lot of equilibrium or balance issues, and so this would help with balance. We have Smart Zone, which is really good for if your brain's like, oh my gosh, it's really foggy, or anxiety. That can be very helpful. And then we have for attention. So this is a really cool one, but you cannot use this one if you have anxiety. That is so important, and it says it on there. So when I have people that have anxiety and attention disorder, we don't do this one. We do the anxiety first, really help with the anxiety, and then we move on into the attention for the ADHD. And then we have the alert. So if you have the jet lag, like I was talking about, if you're going back to San Francisco or Sacramento and back to North Carolina and you have the jet lag, that's the one that you want to do, is the alert, to keep you fresh and alert. So, and on the back is the protocols. So these are the different protocols that we go over. Very important too, a lot of people don't know that we treat concussions. So this is a great unit if you've had a concussion. So this helps your brain recover from that. And then also Alzheimer's. There has been some great research and studies on how to do the certain protocol for Alzheimer's, and there's that as well in here. So very cool, right? So very excited just to have this very handy. And so we're actually going to plug it into the computer so you can see how we get started. But before we do that, let's open these cool things. These are your glasses. Let's open these up. Now we ordered blue glasses for this particular patient, and typically we order blue, and that's the reason why is because it really helps more people with anxiety. It really is a calming agent for the brain. So blue is the most popular. We only use yellow if you've had a stroke, or white if you do have Alzheimer's or a lot of dementia, but our favorite color is actually blue. And it actually is my favorite color. All right, so what we're gonna do is gonna put these on and see how cool that is. That's it right there. That's what we're gonna be plugging into this unit. And so a lot of, we have some kids that buy this unit, and so they tell me, well, are the glasses very fragile? Well, they're glasses, so they can be fragile. So obviously you don't want to step on them. You don't want to throw them in the trash can. You don't want to be rough with these things. So that's why they come with a really nice handle, you know, the little case here. So as soon as you're done, or whenever the child's done or you're done with the session, put it back in the case, because you don't want to have to turn around and step on it and buy new glasses. That's not fun. So just take care of this like it is, well, it is very expensive. So you want to take care of it. And not only that, but it's worth it because it takes care of your brain. So how much worth is your brain? A lot. So, all right, let's open this up. So this is your really nice headphones. And so I'm not gonna open this all the way up because everybody knows what headphones are, but these are some great headphones to help balance out sound. And so we can also use not just the glasses for the lighting, but we use the sound as well. And what I tell my patients is you don't have to necessarily watch a screen when you're doing the home unit. You can fold laundry if you're a mom or dad, right? Or you could empty the dishwasher, or you could exercise, or you could do other things while you're actually doing the sessions at home. So don't feel like you have to be glued to a computer, but it's actually easier for kids when they want to watch a 30-minute program and they can sit and they're not running around. You want them to sit and relax and do, you know, the session, maybe watching something that's very soothing, no scary movies. Okay. All right. And then the last two things that are in here is really just the cords that connect to here and there. So we're going to connect some things right now. All right. So we got the unit out. And so what we're going to do is it comes with a few cords. So this cord right here attaches to your glasses. So on the side, you just plug in your glasses here. And then the other cord is going to go where it says, how convenient, glasses. So you're going to put the glasses right in there. Now, one thing that you can do, if you get your unit, most always it's charged, so that's good. So it's charged, but if yours for some reason is not charged, there's two ways to charge it. One way is actually through the computer, a USB, and then it comes through here as another little USB, and you can charge that way. And the reason it's like that is because you can download, because what's really cool about this unit is never outdated. So every time I order a unit for somebody, the card is different, because when I ordered someone a few weeks ago, we didn't have the dynamic. And so the dynamic is actually a new, I was just looking at this is a new protocol that's been added, and it's to help with plasticity in the brain. So that's pretty cool. All right, so basically what that said is you can always update your unit, and how you update your unit is actually through the website, and it's called clearmindfocus.com. So you can go there, and maybe we'll do another little video of how we can go there and actually, you know, update this this unit, but right now it's updated, so that's nice. So that's one way you can charge it and update it, but you can also use this handy dandy thing, and everybody knows what this thing is. So this can just go right into the wall, and then instead of the computer USB, it's going to go into the, into the wall. So you just plug that in, and that's another way you can charge it. You want to always, because you're going to be using it pretty much every day, and for people that have, a lot of disorders with their brain, like we work with kids with have autism and autistic behaviors, and those patients work with their kids every day. So you want to charge this pretty much like your cell phone every night. So you want to charge it every night so it's going to be ready for the next day. And so that's there. So let's actually do a session. So what I would do, and this is not hooked to anything. So like I said, I can walk around with this. I can put this in my pocket. If I'm an adult, I can put this in my pocket. It's almost as big as a cell phone. Those big cell phones now, those pluses. So yeah, you can put that in your pocket and you could do something else, or you could watch a video or something like that. So what we're gonna do is gonna put the glasses on. I already plugged them in, and you can still see through the glasses. How cool is that? All right, so I got the glasses on. We're gonna hit the power button, which is the PWR just right here. And today I am gonna do alert. So it's not a protocol at all, but when you go through, just like I was just showing you with here, we have sleep, sleep 1, sleep 2, recovery, and then you can just scroll on down and you can kind of see the different sessions, and it'll say it right in, can you see that? So you can see it right in here. So we have, let's do, you see calm. Calm is right in there. So you could do calm. And then we got movement 1 and 2. So just like I was just telling you about the different protocols, they're all in here. We're gonna do alert in a minute. But what I wanted to share with you is the doctor that you're working with, and hopefully it's me, but that's the doctor that you're working with is gonna give you a certain protocol based on your brain map. So it can be very specific on how your brain needs to heal. And so it will say on here protocol, which is PRTCL. And then it's going to say 03A, and that would be 3A protocol. So it's going to go through the A's, so it goes all the way, I think we go to 20. Well, how many? We got 23. So 23 of A, and then we're going to also have 23 of B. So I just want to pay attention to that. So it's going to be the protocol L. A lot of people get confused that L is a 1, and they're like thinking that's a 12, and then they're like, well, is there an extra 3? And they're getting confused. Remember, these are people that have brain issues anyway. So protocol with an L, and then that would be 23B. And so I would tell you, I would want you to do 23B 30 sessions, which means 30 minutes at least one time a day. So you can do that within a month. And then I want you to do this protocol after you finish this one for 30 sessions. And then I want to do another brain map and see how well your brain's actually functioning. That's what's really cool about this, is not only do we get to see before we actually do the sessions and do the recovery for the brain, and then we retrain it, and then we actually look at the brain map again. Did we actually do what we say we're going to do? And every time I see wonderful improvement with the brain. It's fantastic. All right. So we are going to do alert. So let's go through where the alert is. And they keep, like I said, they keep adding protocols. It's awesome. There we go. There's alert. And so what we're going to do is we're going to hit play. And now if the glass, it says on here light and sound, and I didn't hook up the sound with the headphones, but there is a phone jack in here, so the phone jack would go straight into here for your headphones, and you put your headphones on, and you want to go just where you hear this and not any outdoor, because there's probably, if you live in a house like I do, there's a lot of noise out there. And so you want to be able to hear the music or whatever you're playing. You want to hear that sound versus the sound that's on the TV if you're going to use your headphones. Okay. Now there also is another jack that you can use for a different type of music, for if you have an iPod, for instance, and you like these certain music and very healing tones, you can play play your on through that. So that's just some ideas if you had your on headphones and didn't want to use those headphones. So you got two different options there. All right, so we have the alert and we have the light. Now you can control the light. So I could have no light, I'm at 0 intensity. And it doesn't take much. This is 1 intensity, but you want to go to where you're not going crazy, meaning like, okay, I can see the lights, but they're not driving me crazy. They're okay. Go to wherever that point is. Some people can handle a lot more. Not more is better. A lot of people are like, oh, if I go all the way up, I'm gonna let you guys see this. Oh my goodness. If I go up to 20, that's a little too much. But maybe somebody needs 20. I don't know. So, but what I would say is go to what's more comfortable. I usually go around maybe 5 or 6. And the first time you do this, you might have a headache, or you might have things that might be overstimulant to the brain. So always start slow, and you can always add later. So that's some ideas there. And this is how you control your sound on the side here. So we got light and sound. Now, if I'm playing the alert and I hit back, it has a timer for me. So right now we've already done 2 minutes, so it says 28:04. But you'll notice, and a lot of people get bothered by this, is that there's not the countdown. The countdown's not continuing. But if you hit play again, or if you hit play again and go back, well, I just moved it. I don't know. If I hit play again and go back, now I'm at 27:42. So the countdown is going down, and the lights are going to stop at 30 minutes. So this is the 30-minute session. Now, you don't have to do 30 minutes. If you want to do just like 10 or 15 and see how you feel the next day, then you could do that as well. So those are some just ideas for you. The only way to really stop the unit is hit the power button, because I have found that that's just the easiest way to go and just cut it off. So, okay, I'm done. So I'm going to hit the power button, and it's just going to cut the whole unit off. All right, so this is the last little bit here. We're going to go over this clearmindfocus.com. And what we're going to do, let's pretend that we want to charge this, which I already told you to plug it into the tower, in the computer tower. But now we're wondering, do we have all the latest material? Because they do update this, I would say probably monthly, because every time we order them, I get one and I notice, hey, there's a new little protocol there. So if you want to update your home focus unit, what you want to do is actually go to the downloads. And in the downloads, there's some really good information in here. At first, you want to go ahead and put your name, your email, your phone number, and your serial number. Your serial number is on the back of the home unit. So go ahead and plug that number in and send that to them so they know that you received it. So if you have any questions, you can contact them or Eric, or like I said, myself. But Eric is definitely going to be your guy. So here is where we're going to download the software and basically the instructions. So you just hit on this form, and the first time I did this, I was with my best friend, and it did take us a little while. And so we cleaned up the steps to make it a little bit user-friendly, because it was very difficult when we bought the unit last year. They have come a long way in the last year. In fact, like I said, technology, just think what we've done in the last year. It's amazing. So this is very just go each step, just like here, and don't skip a step. If it says press down 3 times, it says press down 3 times for a certain reason. And so once you go through the steps, it's really easy. It's just you got to make sure that you're knowing what to push and when to push it. And then at the very end, it's going to tell you, it'll say DNLD good, which means download good. And that's when you know that you download everything to the unit. So if you have any issues with this, just let me know. But if you go through each step, I promise you will get it. It just takes a little bit of a time because it is different. All right, so now we're going to move on to the next little step, and that's the instructional manual. Now you also got the manual right here, but in case you lose this, you can just go on the clearmindfocus.com and you can download the manual as well. The other little 2 steps here is a clinical guide to sound and light. And if you love research and want to know more, this would be the article for you. It's definitely written by a PhD, so warning, it's a lot of good information, but it may be overwhelming if you don't know anything about the brain at all. But it's some really good information. You can tap into that. And the last one is a form if you need to return it for any reason. We've had one client where we had issues with it, and they were really nice and friendly. We just had to return it, and we got a brand new one with no extra charge. They were just having some issues and glitches, and that's the technology. Sometimes that can happen. But overall, we've had really good success with the units, and everybody has been very pleased. So hopefully this tutorial is helpful for you, and you are ready to get started on your home unit today.